Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very exciting thing planned because Emma Chamberlain, my favorite YouTuber of all time right now, she's just dominating the industry everywhere. So she just went on Architectural Digest a few days ago. She gave a house tour of her most recent home. So today I'll be watching the house tour and also giving some comments as an architectural student. And without further ado, let's dive right into it.
Welcome to my house. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Please come in.
So happy. I'm so glad for her. Like just 10 or 20 seconds in and it looks so nice. Like everything looks so refined and so well designed, because usually when we watch Emma's vlogs before, it's usually very modernist kind of home. It's very white and pale and everything, and this home now is just like a completely different level. It's so much more personalized, I feel.
I feel like my style with clothing and home is very much taking a mixture of everything that I love from any era, any whatever, and making it all make sense together. And so I feel like every room has a different feel, and I love that. This house was built in the 50s, but it doesn't feel claustrophobic, and I feel like that's kind of rare.
She said it's built in the 50s, so it definitely doesn't have the super modernist kind of vibe from the outside. Because it's mostly timber, so it gives off like a really warm color tone, which I think resonates with Emma's personality more than, just, cold concrete.
This is a painting by my dad, which is a reoccurring theme throughout the house. My dad's a rock star, and I love his stuff. It would be kind of awkward if I didn't, so I'm really glad I do like it. And this table, it was built by my team and I, and it's amazing. I've kind of always wanted to go in it, but I don't know if it's a good idea to do that now, but I kind of want to try. Okay, so you can go inside.
I just love how Emma's so down to earth. Like, she has this table and then she's like, oh, I'm going to go into the table now. Like, people usually act like really serious, because it's more like a formal interview kind of things in Architectural Digest, and she's like, nope, I'm going under this table and nobody's gonna stop me.
And we read books, which is crazy because who reads books?
Oh, that's so funny. I know that Emma does read books now, but the way that these books are laid out feels more like it's decoration than actual stuff that you're gonna read.
And these windows are so gorgeous, the way that the light comes through. This couch is so amazing.
I love all the exposed timber. It gives the house such a unique vibe. I love it.
It's a vibe. This might be my favorite thing in the house. Check it out. I bought these little Russian dolls that are painted.
I love this about her again, is people usually introduce their houses like, oh, this piece of furniture is my favorite, or this room is my favorite, and then she says my favorite thing in the house is these kind of Russian dolls of beetles. It's just so funny.
This is a piece that's actually not my dad's. My dad painted this insane piece actually specifically for my house. He also painted these. These have been a part of my art collection for a while now. But these three are new. This is the peanut butter aisle at the grocery store. And I chose this because I ate so much peanut butter as a kid. It was like an entire food group for me.
Oh my god, it's so cool. Like, if I were to have like a painting based on things that I like to eat in my house, my room or my house would be full of paintings of cheesecake and like dessert in general. Like, you're not gonna see anything else.
So this is the formal dining room. To be honest, this table came in a few days ago. I have not used it. I think I love it because it looks so soft, but yet, it's hard. That's something I love. I love when something's made out of a hard material, but it still finds a way to look soft. So this is a truing chandelier because it's not a classic chandelier. It's very cool. And I feel like chandeliers are never cool. It's kind of like an art piece within itself.
Yeah, it's very like an art piece chandelier, not like the usual ones that you see in like a Phantom of the Opera.
I saw a photo once of a green kitchen.
Oh yeah, Emma does like to cook. Let's look at her kitchen now.
When it came to doing my own kitchen, I knew I wanted to do something green, but I wasn't sure what. That was kind of in my head going into this kitchen.
I really like how there are like a lot of skylights in a home, so like it's super well lit and it gives this very warm and open and wholesome vibe.
The green, the rusty color, the white, and so then we kind of built the kitchen based on that. Who's making the rules? Me. I've also always
Yeah, you make the rules, Emma, of course.
having colorful cabinets. So when it came to
That's
painting,
nice.
I felt like this sort of minty, sagey green was the perfect happy medium. I know I'm not gonna get sick of this.
So far, I really like how her home has tons of colors, but it's not too flashy, it's not too overwhelming. It's more about the paler sides, but the way that the colors come together, it's like how Emma dresses. She likes to wear a lot of different colors, and it just all comes together. It's just like, her home now.
For like $5, and I was so excited. I have like a whole coffee corner. Of course, we have my espresso machine with little Chamberlain coffee magnets. This house overall has a lot of light. I mean, in here is a great example. There's so much light coming in, and that's very important for me because I am in my home a lot. And so I need a place that feels light and bright and happy.
Especially now with all the inflation and the energy bills rising, these skylights just saves you a fortune. You don't need artificial lighting, during the day. Just maybe nighttime.
And it's a little bit wild and crazy in here. I mean, we have a snail.
Oh my god, I love the snail.
Fully had like a phobia here. This wallpaper, and I love it. Like, it's so unique and warm. I mean, it fully transformed the room.
Yeah, that texture does give like a bamboo mat kind of thing, and it gives a lot of texture to the room.
This sink actually came with the house. I mean, we loved it. We call this bathroom the Flintstone bathroom.
Like, the sink area is so unique. It feels like she bought like a huge chunk of rock and then got like an axe or something to break the rock with. Okay, now I'm gonna put all these distinct pieces into the sink together.
And one thing that was kind of a dream of mine was to have sort of a dressing room
Oh,
where
her
I can get
dressing
my hair and
room,
makeup
her
done.
kingdom.
I can, accessorize my outfits. I'm kind of mortified to admit that I
Oh
have
my god, look
this
at all her
as
shoes.
an
Oh my god, love
entire
the
room.
yellow boots.
Like, I'm going to be honest, it's like really,
It's
Emma?
adorable.
Yes. But see, like, if I live in this house when I'm older and I have a child, we're getting rid of this and we're putting a kid in here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm thinking about the future, but for right now, it's time to be selfish.
I do think it's not a big deal to have like a whole room as your dressing room. I think a lot of people have walk-in closets like this, even bigger as well. And I think even if you have children in the future, I do think you should keep that because Emma really loves like dressing and styling, and to have that designated space for her to be able to do that like throughout her future years or even now. It's just it makes this house hers. This room here is sacred.
This is an Ultra Fergola mirror. It was just on the bucket list. And I love it. I mean, it's super fun. I like, again, this is like another example of taking something that normally I'd buy a boring version of, like a mirror, right? And trying to make it add to the space.
She gives off like the way she talks about how she likes to get something normal, like a mirror, and then turning it into something unique gives off really big Phoebe vibes from Friends because she likes all her furniture to have like a story and it's unique and it's not mass produced. And in this house tour, it feels like everything is so unique and everything has a story or a design, narrative behind it. It's very personalized.
The cool thing in this room is the drum set. And listen, before I even show you the drum set, we really need to get this out of the way. When I say I'm not very good at drums, I'm actually awful. I enjoy doing it anyway.
I like that about Emma. We see her drumming in her vlogs, and most of the times, people who do that in their vlogs or do that generally, they're actually like a certain level at it, as in like they're good. But then Emma just is honest about that she's not good, and she just feels like sometimes hobbies, you don't have to be good at hobbies, you just need to enjoy doing that. And I find that so important, and I find that so inspiring at the same time, because most of the time when I'm doing things, I was like, I need to be good at it, but at the same time, you know, what Emma says, you know, you just need to enjoy, you don't have to be good at it. That's really good for, you know, maneuvering my adult life, because it's hard. Oh my god, it looks really nice. I don't know what I feel about that tiger blanket though. I know she loves cats, but
So I got that energy from this, had to have it. I also do a lot of my work in bed. I have my podcast recording
oh my god, I love listening
equipment,
to her
computer.
podcast. It's so good. Anything
Also,
goes.
nobody wants to see this, but I have a lap desk thing. So I can, you know, I lost my mind when I found this cat bed.
Like, I really do love cats. And I feel like a lot of my favorite people, like celebrities or vloggers and things like that, they do love cats as well. So like in my next life, if I am to be reincarnated, number one, I would want to be one of Taylor Swift's cat. Number two, I want to be Emma Chamberlain's cats. Like, that would be the dream.
I sort of had this obsession with this color of marble, like this sort of rusty marble. Kind of feels like this warm and fuzzy, relaxing mixture of everything.
Balcony.
You know, like
I
you
love
have
that.
tile, you have marble.
But then I would have these thoughts like, what if I'm showering and somebody broke into the house through the balcony and tried to kill me in the shower or something? Have these weird thoughts sometimes.
And then this reminded me of honeycomb.
This house has like really, really high ceilings. It gives off this really big, you know, sense of spaciousness. It's good.
Here's the bar area. I just turned 21. The cool
We know
thing
you've
about
been
this
drinking way before,
is that
Emma. It's
this
okay.
copper here wears with time and, you know, gets rings and gets spots all over it. It kind of like has the memory of parties past. These ones are really weird because these ones are so tiny. I didn't realize that they were gonna be that tiny. And I was like, what is that for?
I could totally visualize her having a pool party with her close friends here. It's gonna be so relaxing. Like, there's a BBQ in the corner.
I feel like the vibe out here was very...
Oh, there's a beer pong table. I don't know if I saw incorrectly, but...
boring sometimes.
Oh
And
my God,
so
those chairs are
I just wanted to
adorable.
find the most exciting stuff I could find. Find a flaw. You can't. Which is why we do have
Yeah,
a literal
the beer
permanent
pong.
beer pong
beer
setup.
pong table.
It's pretty obvious that I just turned 21. Like, I'm gonna be so mad about this in like literally 2 years. And I'm gonna be like, why did I do that?
Oh my god, look at that, it's a corn cob. It's
So,
like, you know...
these corn tables.
It's corn.
Obviously, they give me the summer
The most
feeling.
wonderful
Everybody's
thing.
putting corn on the grill during the summer. But actually, I got this as a gift.
And it's a bitten corn.
And I got one of them.
It's so cool.
And I loved them so much that I bought 2 more. I also have a random pineapple one. My thing with furniture is like, have fun with it. I just choose stuff that makes me smile and giggle and chuckle and starts a conversation too. Like somebody new comes over and they're like, is that corn? Exactly. Now you're besties.
Yeah, it's so fun, yeah. It's so personal, I love it.
So we're in the bathroom off the pool, and this bathroom was fully inspired by the feeling inside of a sailboat.
It's like every room has like a different style, a different story to tell.
My dad gave me this poster, and I was so excited because it was in my house growing up. When my mom was pregnant with me, my dad and my mom watched this movie as the beginning of like their movie marathon while my mom was grumpy and pregnant. It kind of has that personal element, and so I needed it. Also, I'm reading the book right now.
Ooh. I do know this book inspired some Taylor Swift songs, and now that Emma is reading it, this book must have like a certain, you know, quality to it, to have like these kind of, you know, my idols reading it. And okay, if they're reading it, I'll read it soon too. But I think it's a thick book, and I have big book fear, so maybe later.
I need it. And it feels like summer on the East Coast to me. I have to address the elephant in the room. The town that I grew up in had these everywhere. You put in 25 cents and you sit on it and it goes in a circle for like 60 seconds. Best 25 cents of your life.
I agree. I went on one of these rides when I was younger. It was like a highlight of my whole day. You know, when you're young, you just get happy by everything. So that was it. We watched the whole thing, almost like 20 minutes, and I feel like I didn't stop smiling even once throughout the video. Like, first of all, the house is amazing. Second of all, I just feel so happy for Emma. She has like grown so much. One thing that I really liked was that, well, we know that Emma's dad is a painter, and she actually puts up his paintings in her new home, which gives us this feeling that she's actually a really, family person. And I really like the piece that's about peanut butter. That's like definitely the highlight of this whole video. And I hope she and her friends and her family members like have a great time in it. And I hope that we'll be seeing some of her vlogs happening in this new house in the near future. So that's the end of this video. If you do like things like that, like architectural content, don't forget to give a like to this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.